Too many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. 1, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Divine Connection Marketing is a 500 Fortune company that can always connect you to the right connection. Check them out.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Well, welcome. Great day, everyone. Hope all is well. We are excited that you are here. I am your host, Deloris Williams with Divine Connections, and we are here to make it happen. So Divine Connection is a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, moms, vendors, authors, anyone that is making it happen. We want to help spread their good news here on Divine Connections. So the magazine comes out quarterly as well as in print as well as online. And we have opportunity right now for you to get in the last edition of the year. We do half page and full page advertisement. It can be an ad, advertisement, a story, whatever you would like to share with the audience. So if you are interested, you can text 336-338-8903 or email me at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. Also, throughout the year, we host 2 events. One, March is my anniversary, so it's usually the last Saturday in March. And this year, we celebrated women. We had vendors, speakers, praise dance, mom groups, and it was phenomenal. So next year, coming up 2023 in March, we will be celebrating the men. So I am definitely excited about that. And then we just finished last weekend our October event, which was Bring It, where we had praise dance groups, moms, vendors, networking, worship. It was phenomenal. So definitely stay connected. If you want to maybe vent in the next the future event, so stay connected so you will know what's going on. Make sure you contact us and stay connected. Okay. And then we have our on Wednesdays, we have our Divine Connections broadcast here live from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Right. And so that will be different artists, different gospel groups, different leaders, pastors, authors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. We are here to share and spread the good news. So if you're interested and may want to be on the broadcast, go ahead and text or email me, and let's talk about what you do, and we'll go from there. And then I'm excited about what is going on right now, which is the Divine Connections app is now available. You can go to your Play Store and just type in Divine Connections magazine, and then you will see my logo And once you do that, go ahead and install the app and then open it and then create a profile. And that way, once you create a profile, you send in an email address and then create a username. And then we are in business and we'll make a lot of connections. A lot of great things are going on. So go to your Play Store and type in Divine Connections Magazine and download the app. I will greatly appreciate that. And you definitely want to stay tuned with everything that we are doing. So I'm excited about what is going on. And so right now we're going to go to our sponsors and see what they have and what connections we can make. Hold tight.
To love is to protect. The ones you love, with whom you laugh every morning, who are there to listen to you and wipe your tears in the most difficult moments, are your companions forever. The reason to live harder every day. Have you thought about how to protect them and protect yourself when one is missing? We know the most important thing is your family's peace of mind, so you and your family can dedicate this time to honor and celebrate the life of your loved one. Over the last 70 years, we have been there. Our funeral assistance plans can protect up to 7 people, regardless of your relationship, in a safe and affordable way. Our services include funeral services in the coverage areas, transfer of the deceased to a local funeral home, cemetery, or crematorium within the United States, transfer of the deceased to the country of origin in the coverage area, airline ticket for the plan holder to attend the service of his or her loved one. Protecting your family with a beautiful gesture of love.
Awesome. It is definitely important to protect your family. All right. So how do you stay connected with Divine Connections? Go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. And then there you can join our email list. That way you get updates about news, what's going on, events, interviews, all of that. Once you join, you'll get information. Okay. Then we have our Facebook page, which is Divine Connections Marketing. Okay. Go and like us there. We're also on Instagram. Follow us there at Divine Connections. And we have our YouTube channel at The Divine Connection. So go there also, subscribe and click the notification button so you can stay tuned on what Divine Connections have going on and stay updated. If you haven't done so already, the quarterly magazines are here, so check them out. Make sure you go get your copy. We have them in hard copy as well as digital copy. So whichever you like or both, you can choose that. And we are excited about the resources and the connections within the magazines. There's another event coming up in November called SIMP Conference, which is Christians in the Marketplace, and that's going to be in High Point, North Carolina, and that's a really, really good event. I go to it every year. It's very encouraging. So a lot of connections and resources are in the magazine. All you got to do is check it out, read about what they are, and contact them. All right. They look forward to your call and making sure people connect. All right. And also, if you would like to be a sponsor on this show and you have a 30-second commercial already done, we would love to plug you in either before or after our interviews. So to share with people who you are and what you do, we do a 3-month agreement for $150, and then we share your information with the masses. All right. So if you're interested in being a sponsor for the show, definitely let us know. We also do 30-second and 60-second commercials for your business, for your ministries, for your books, for your gospel group or event. So if you need a custom video for yourself, we have 30-second and 60-second commercials, and we create them just for you. So if you're interested or have any questions, contact us at Divine Connections Magazine at gmail.com. I'm also grateful for the opportunity that God has allowed me to write my second book, which is called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. So this is where I tell you all the good stuff of how I've accomplished what I've accomplished with the help of the Lord, and how I built divine connections and continue to build divine connections and make connections. All right. So if you want to know how I do what I do with the help of the Lord, get my book. All right. So it's on Amazon. Also, you can go to that link, or you can just contact me, and I will send you out a signed copy as well. We also have our journals as well. It's called Making It Happen. You are a Divine Connections because you are. We're doing great things in the community. And so we can write the vision, make it plain, execute, and then celebrate. And we can put all of that in the journal so we can look back how good God has been to us over the months, the weeks, the years, as he continued to be good to us. And also, if you are in Greensboro, North Carolina, it's my book and my journal is in Friendly Shopping Center at the Ben Boys Restaurant and Next Chapter Book, right? It's 2711 Grandview Street in Friendly Shopping Center. So I'm definitely excited about that as well. And we also have our store. So if you want to go to our store, we have shirts, we have hats, we have hoodies. You know, it's getting ready to get cold. We have jackets. Go check the pillows, socks. Go check them out at bit.ly /Divine Connections magazine. I mean, Divine Connections store. And check out all of the items that we have and see what you would like. And Christmas and is coming up very soon. There are great gifts also for Christmas for friends and family as well. So definitely go check out the store. And also throughout my journey, I have been blessed to have been nominated in different organizations. And so one, and you guys voted, is the Rhythm of Gospel, and we won. So that was Print Press Media of the Year. So we won that. So thank you for your vote. And we also won Magazine of the Year for an S&M award as well. Let's see if you can see it. Okay, S&M as well. And so we got one more for the year. So if you guys would kindly go to media, no, dunamisgospelawards.org and vote in the category of media publication of the year. Click on Divine Connections and submit. And we'll have 8 days left to vote. It's unlimited, so just keep voting until the eighth day, which is October 27th. All right, at 11:59, then it stops. So if you don't mind, take the time when you get a chance, as soon as you get the chance, and go to dunamisgospelawards.org. Click on Media Publication of the Year and Divine Connections and make sure you match the submit button, okay? So I am excited about what God is doing and I am grateful and thankful. And so today, I'm also blessed to have a young lady that's also making it happen in the community, which is our special guest, Miss Ivy Williams. And you know her last name is Williams, so you know she's already off the chain because she got my last name. Okay, awesome, awesome. So let's bring Miss Ivy on in. Great day, great day. How are you?
I am doing so good, Dolores, and I am so happy to be here, so happy to be a part of Divine Connections, and thank you for having me.
Awesome, awesome. Well, definitely glad you are here as well. I love connecting with like-minded individuals, just people putting the energy and excitement and serving people and just making it happen. So let's get into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
So, I am from Titusville, Florida. A lot of people may not have heard of Titusville, Florida. You know, it's a small town when it ends in a ville, right? Ville. So I Titusville, just to give you some perspective on a map where it is, it's the
Mm-hmm,
east coast of Florida, kind of
mm-hmm,
central. And once I tell people it's the Space Coast, where Kennedy Space Center is, people recognize it right away.
mm-hmm,
So grew up there, grew up actually watching launches into space right from my front yard. You know, I
mm-hmm,
was young and didn't appreciate it then, but now when I think about it now that I actually could see that, and people travel millions of miles to come and see that,
mm-hmm.
it really is had been a blessing. So
Awesome.
grew up in Titusville, and went to Jackson Middle School, Titusville High School,
Mhm.
graduated, and I went to Florida A&M University for all those rattlers
Yeah.
out there. And I know they're out there. I majored in mechanical engineering,
Mm-hmm,
and once I graduated from Florida A&M, I took a job in Detroit, Michigan, where I worked for Chrysler Automotive. Got
mm-hmm,
my master's from University of Michigan in manufacturing systems engineering, which is an extension of mechanical engineering.
mm-hmm,
And I lived in Detroit approximately about 6 years or so. I loved living in Detroit. It's a very vibrant, social, a lot going on socially, a
Yeah.
lot going on culturally,
Mhm.
and it gets a very bad rap, right? People
Mm.
mention Detroit, and the first thing they say is, "Oh, I can't believe you live there. It's violence." But it
Mhm.
really is an amazing city.
Mhm.
And now it doesn't even look like the same city. It's very gentrified. It looks completely different.
Mm.
So after living in Detroit for about 6 years, I got the opportunity to come back to Florida, where I worked for Employer of Amusement Park, and I have been there ever since. I've been with this company for over 15
Oh,
years.
hold on for 1 second. Your sound sounds a little muffled.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. I don't know what you did,
Okay.
but
Okay.
okay, very good.
So I moved back to Florida, to Orlando, actually, because I got an opportunity to work with an employer of a amusement park, and that's where I have been the last 15 years. And so
Mhm.
here we are.
Yeah. Awesome, awesome. So you studied engineering. Is a lot of
Mhm.
women in that field?
Yeah, let's talk about that, Dolores.
Yeah.
So, um, all my whole career, so even throughout college, I was always, well, I went to Florida A&M, so you have a presence of, a lot of African Americans, it's a black college, right?
Mhm.
But very few women. And then once I got into the workforce, you really are almost like a unicorn.
Mm.
It's a heavily male dominated space. And it also is a very heavily dominated white male space.
Mhm.
So going into engineering, and I went into engineering because my older brother is actually a mechanical engineer as well. So he had a big influence on
Yeah.
why I chose that path forward.
Mhm.
But yes, it is my whole career. I've worked for primarily white men.
Mhm. Awesome, awesome. But long as you know what you're doing, it doesn't matter what field you're in. As long as you gain the knowledge and the skills, you can go anywhere. And then that you're African woman, that even pushes you even more because there are not probably too many in that field.
No, there is not a lot at all, and you're starting to see that change a little bit, right?
Hmm.
But I want us to get to a place where, and I always say I want to change the narrative, right? I
Yeah.
don't want to have to say I'm the only one. I'm the only one. I want us to get to a place where it's just normal to
Hmm.
see Black women, people of color in this field. But I mean, it has definitely been a journey when you are, um, there's been times where I have had imposter syndrome, or
Mm.
I felt like my voice wasn't heard,
Hmm.
or you're in meetings and you feel like you're invisible, your opinion, your voice isn't heard.
Hmm.
So that can be exhausting. It's a lot to overcome.
Yeah.
But what I found is when you do your job and you do it well,
Hmm.
you cannot be discounted,
Hmm.
period.
Hmm. I love that. I love that. So when you're in school, did you get scholarships in that field or?
I did get scholarships. I happen to be really strong in math and science.
Okay.
And I would encourage, if you're out there and you're listening, there is a lot of resources because they really would like to change the landscape of what STEM looks like and have more people of color. So there are a lot of resources out there. A lot more when I was looking, I had to go look in a book to find resources. I'm not going to say how old I am, but now, you resources are right at your fingertips with the internet. I mean, there's a lot of resources out there. You just have to be resourceful.
Yeah. Awesome. 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 So you've been doing this, I think you said 15 years?
Been doing this 15 years. I have had an opportunity in my role to to travel to Shanghai, China.
Mm.
I've had the opportunity to have an assignment in Paris, France.
Wow.
So, yes, STEM fields can take you all over the world, and it's really been an amazing, eye-opening experience when you get to see how other cultures live. Um, it makes you feel a little bit vulnerable, right? When I was over in Shanghai, it's a very the word I'm looking homogenous culture, right? So they just don't see black people over there, right?
Right,
So
right.
when I went there, people want to take your picture, they want to touch your hair. They're just fascinated. They're just fascinated because the only image of black people that they see are pretty much what they see on television.
Wow.
So I felt like I was like Beyonce or something over there.
Right.
So, but and I didn't take offense to that. I
Yeah,
felt like it really was just like a childlike curiosity.
yeah,
It's like seeing something, never seen it before, and you're just fascinated by it. But I
yeah.
mean, the culture was amazing. I actually found someone who could braid my hair over there, which I thought I was, how we are about our hair. We
Yeah.
gotta have to do our hair. And I found she was an African braider who had moved from Africa to
Mhm.
Shanghai. And there's a huge amount of expats that live over there. So expats are people from the United States who may be living there for a set amount of time. And, I found her. I found my tribe there,
Yeah.
right in Shanghai. And surprisingly, Shanghai is a very cosmopolitan city. It is like New York on
Mhm.
steroids. It's an amazing city. If you're a shopper, you will lose your mind
Oh,
there.
how
Yeah,
how was the food there?
the food was excellent. So
Mm.
one thing, I'm a pescatarian, so I don't eat a lot of meat, just seafood and vegetables.
Mhm.
Don't eat dairy.
Mhm.
And so their diet is not a lot of dairy at all,
Mm.
hardly any. They do not eat a lot of sugar at all.
Okay.
And their culture is they walk a lot of places.
Mhm.
So most of the people over there are very small.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the food was amazing. I mean, a lot of things steamed. They don't fry a lot of stuff over there. They're
Mhm.
not, they don't have a lot of the same ailments that we have. I don't
Mhm.
think I've ever had anyone that had high blood pressure, diabetes. Now,
Yeah.
the one thing they did do is they smoke a lot.
Mhm.
But outside of that, their diet is pretty, it's a pretty healthy, clean diet.
Mhm. Awesome, awesome. So, if a young person was interested in the STEM field, what would you suggest?
So I would suggest really being strong in math,
Mhm.
right? Really taking advantage of programs like the robotic programs out there, learning code, right? Taking things apart,
Mm.
understanding how they work, putting them back together, right? I always say the best engineers are the ones that can build things because they understand how things work.
Yep.
You can learn engineering and it's difficult, but if you can apply it, it's
Mhm.
even better.
Awesome. So, what is your favorite thing to do, or that you've learned from STEM or your journey? What was like, that really stood out to you?
So I think when you're trained to be an engineer, you can almost do anything because the way you think about things is so process driven.
Mm-hmm.
It's process, it's how do you solve problems? You're always thinking about what's the solve in mind, what
Hmm.
is the hazard, what is the risk. So it's something that I carry throughout, just even beyond my role, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
just, when I'm in the house and I need to put the vacuum cleaner together that I just bought, or I'm putting
Yeah.
up the shelf that I just bought, it
Yeah.
stays with you.
Awesome. 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 So, give us some encouraging words to share with the audience. You can end with that.
I would say some encouraging words is knowing that I didn't get here by myself, right? I
Mm-hmm.
stand on very tall shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So it is my duty to pay it forward and to help others. And one of my favorite quotes, and I have it right here,
Okay.
it is from Booker T. Washington, and it is, if you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else.
If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. That is awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Anything else you want to share before we leave?
I want to share that it's always important to lead with love, lead with compassion, always try to give someone the benefit of the doubt, always try to think about how you would feel if you were in that other person's shoes. I always try to wake up with gratitude and how I'm going to bless someone every
Yeah.
morning. How am I going to bless someone today?
Yeah. I love that. I love that. How am I going to bless someone today? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I hope we have blessed the audience by sharing who you are and a little bit about your journey and what you do and the area that you're in, and that all things are possible.
All things are possible.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to share before we leave?
I am good, Dolores. Again, thank you so much for having me. This has been a great experience to connect with your viewers, and hopefully, you'll see me again on the show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We would love to have you back. Thank you so much for your time. You guys make sure that whatever you do, of course, you put God first, but know that all things are possible. Awesome. That's Miss Ivy Williams. That's my special guest today. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. We're going to turn it over to our sponsors and we'll be right back. Hold tight.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution, so get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.